doing what he knows best, igniting a second chance for a bike and a rider. Two-stroke or four-stroke, from budget builds to best in class, from the Bakersfield Hills to the Supercross track. You're watching the London Max YouTube channel. You're watching the London Max YouTube channel.
What's up, YouTube fam? How's it guy doing today? It's Clint Lund with London MX, and today, guys, we are with the Kx500. I think it's a 91 Kx500. Why, Clint? Why are you showing us your Kx500 that's been on your channel before? We all know it's a piece of junk. Well, kind of. So, if you guys didn't know about a certain little race here in Nevada that takes place every year, I'm talking about SM22 in this case, Sand Mountain 2022. So, if you guys have a big bore bike, I'm going to start the video this way. If you guys have a big bore bike, so just big, I don't care, okay, big bore, and it has to be a two-stroke, you need to be at Sand Mountain in 2022. Go follow the Big Bore Addicts page on Facebook. And all the guys on there are always ranting about what they're doing and how they're going to be ready for SM22. It's one of the largest, if not the largest, get-together of big bore bikes on the North American continent, where we put these things on Sand Mountain here in Nevada and we blast up this hill. It's a drag race. And actually this year, the trophy goes to second place, which I think is hilarious because the guy who puts it on, he is so content that he's going to win that he's even putting up a bike. He's putting up one of his bikes as whoever gets second place wins the bike. So why we are here today, guys, is, well, I'm pulling the Kx500 out of storage. It's time. We got called out by Ken Kaplan. I heard you, Ken. I heard you, and we talked about it back in Alabama when I met up with him. And guys, I'm very proud to say we are going to be doing some gnarly work to this Kx500 to get it ready. So, rules are, has to be stock bore, no power adders. In other words, no turbos, no nitrous, just a 500. It can be overbore. I'm not sure exactly how much overbore. But then obviously pipe reeds, high compression, you could go crazy, race gas, run C16, go nuts. As long as you can find a clutch, that'll hold up to it. Obviously this is open to, like, even if I want to bring the YZ325, technically it's a big bore, so it could go. But we're going to be doing the Kx500, guys, and I'm really excited about it too, because I was trying to think, like, what can I do with this thing? What can I possibly do with this thing that would just be so much fun? And absolutely putting a 10 paddle or something ridiculous on the back of this and just letting her eat absolutely makes more sense than anything else. So that being said, I have not started this thing in over a year, and I think it's time that we run that old gas through that carburetor again, and just get it warmed up. It's been a while. Let some oil mix around in there, but guys, no promises it's even going to start. It has, I think it has a really bad crank seal leak on the oil side. When I ride this thing, it just will not rev out. It just, and I constantly, I've tried different jets. I've tried going, right in front of rookie. I tried even going way leaner on the jets, but all that did was make it run lean and still wouldn't rev out. So there is still a possibility too that it could be a stator problem with the Kx500. I've unfortunately seen a few articles about the stators go out in these things and then they just won't rev out. But either way, we're gonna break that whole engine down, the whole thing. So the bare cases, we're going to vapor hone the whole thing. You know how I do it here on the channel, guys. We are going to make this thing look brand stinking new. We're going to throw some new rims on it. I'm thinking gold. I have a bike design in mind for this. And just because black rims are on everything these days, honestly, black rims are everywhere. So I'm thinking some gold excels, but we'll get that. We'll be there in the future. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. It's already got a full full FUMF system on it in the front. I mean, this is period correct, guys. I mean, can you even see it? Period correctness there. That's not a brand new pipe. That thing's been there for a minute. So we got a full exhaust system already. I'm thinking we're going to use a Smartcarb on this thing. I already have a new head for it from Luke at Fathead Racing. It's really sick. It has a decompressed lever on it, so I can kick it over and not look like a woman. Mostly just to take the effort out of starting these things. As you guys know, when they're freshly rebuilt, they kind of hurt, especially with shoes on. But today we're going to kick it with shoes on because I don't have boots. We're at the storage unit. So yeah, let's fire this thing up, and then we'll go and we'll talk about the Kx500, the Jeff Ward tribute bike, in a minute. I know that's been on the channel longer than any other bike. That one has been on the channel longer than any, and it still is in the same condition for a good reason. But guys, I think it's time to put a leg to this thing. No promises it's even gonna start. I might just hack like 20 times on this thing. It is ice cold. It's 42 degrees. There's snow up on the mountains. It's cold, and but we're gonna kick it over, and I think it'll start. That's why I'm wasting my time, but I think it'll start. So let's go. Operative word. I think it'll start. Oh, this fuel. I gotta show you guys. This fuel is a little bit gooey. That's just from around the petcock. Yeah. We'll just leave that there. Choke on. Say, choke on. How many kicks? It's iceberg cold. Put it down in the comments. I'm gonna say 10, but I want to be wrong and have it less than that. These aren't kicks, these are just primes. That's a kick. I don't know, it's not going too good. I'm not even hearing any, like it's trying. Let's take a smell of the gas, shall we? Ooh, that smells like pickle juice. I don't know what the other scent is, but it's pickle juicy. Holy mackerel. I haven't given up yet. The choke wasn't even up. How many kicks was that? I'll put it up on the screen. Is that considered a fire? I don't know. I can't tell what it wants, if it wants more fuel or less fuel. That was a big smoke bomb that came out. She's not happy. Since I heard this thing run. Let it warm up for a little bit. Like it idles good. Obviously. Look at this smoke. I mean, it just won't rev out. That's not even warm yet. I shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, guys, I mean, she runs decent until you feed her the beans. Huh. Look at the vibration here, guys. I mean, these things are made for men. See if it's come up to temp at all yet. Oh, it's a little bit warm. So she runs, and honestly, I kind of thought she would start even with the ancient gas in there. I'm hearing some knocking, so I don't want to rev it out too much more. It's fine at idle. You rev it out, that feels just so bad. It just starts knocking, but yeah, guys, so that is the 500. We're gonna get this thing just going, but we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do, right? I mean, look at that. That's tight. Need some chain rollers. Big deal. Kids, baby. Kawasaki integrated power valve system, for you who didn't know. Yeah, but we got some work to do. We got some work to do, guys. This is actually pretty strong still. That's good there. So I think it's a power jet carb in there right now. I know it's not the right carb, but I was just trying to find a carb that would work better on this thing. But no dice. Yeah, she's got a cam in it. She's got a cam in it. So I just turned off the fuel. We're gonna let it run itself out. Try to get that stuff out of the bowl for next time. But yeah, guys, we're gonna break this whole thing down, start over. So I can tell that the fuel's leaning out now. The idle's starting to come up, starting to start for fuel a little bit more, but it still is just as smoky. Now, yes, I know that fuel evaporates and that'll make your mixture heavier. So we might be like a 10 to 1 on our oil right now, or a 5 to 1, who knows? Here it goes. Look at that top ring. This thing just vibrates. So she's leaning out and still smoking. It might just be the fuel that's making it smoke that much, but now it revs out. Okay, we don't want it that lean. But yeah. I don't know, what do you guys think? That kind of told me that maybe it is running a little bit on the fat side, because I've never ever got it to rev out that much. It's always just boom, and it will not clear out. Maybe we're just way too fat. Well, the bike on the jetting. But anyways, guys, this is gonna be sick. This is gonna be sick. We're gonna beat some people. We're gonna make some people feel really bad, and I need to find a lighter rider, and I did. So my coworker, you guys got to know him on that video when we went and picked up the Kx500 out in the Alabama. Actually, we picked up the bike in Kansas City, Missouri, but still, we went to Alabama. But he weighs a bit less than me, we'll just say that. So I hired him as my official rider, and he's a good rider too. So we're gonna strap his monkey ass on this thing, and we're gonna slap its tail and send it up the hill as fast as we can. We're going with a really tight squish, C16 fuel. I don't want to give away all my secrets because I know some of the competitors watch these videos too. But she's going to be hot. She's going to be real hot. We're going to have to put some Evans waterless coolant in this thing because it's going to be real hot. And then, yeah. Guys, just a quick video. That's all I want to do. Just a quick video. But man, she's happy to be alive. So happy to be alive. Guys, last but not least, some of you have been asking me, those of you who care. So the Jeff Ward Kx250 bike is going to get done. Why it's taken me eons to do this thing is because I want to do it, I mean, not only perfect, like a perfect restoration, I'm even sourcing the original hardware from Kawasaki, which has been a pain in the butt. But the older Kawasaki bolts, I mean, will vapor hone a lot, powder coat a lot, paint a lot, because back then powder coat was not a big thing on these. So it's just a lot of really just spray, not aerosol, but you guys know, with the paint gun. A lot of things I still need to get. So this is kind of a public hauler out there. Any of the guys out there have an 88. Verify that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. H. Yeah, H code. 88 Kx250. If you have any of the following parts, I need this intake manifold cracked, done. I've already bought the new Kickstarter and the shaft because I'll just say some person, I don't know who did it, but thought he'd get the Kickstarter stop slipping on the shaft if you just welded it to the shaft. But now I can't take this off because it has a very, very leaking water pump that's gotten into the gear. So I had to drop all the coolant, fill this up with fresh oil so it wouldn't rust up in there. But that has been the main thing that's been holding me back for this whole time, is because in order to pull this apart, I have to grind this off so I can pull the Kickstarter off, because you can't pull off the case with the Kickstarter on, because the gear back there has an idler gear and it has like a little tab that it locks behind on the, anyway. So guys, I need to grind this off, which I can. There'll be some surgery obviously, but I do have a new kickstart shaft. I have the whole seal kit for the bike. Our air boot's okay. I've looked at all that. I need that intake boot. That's a big one. And then just a ton of cleaning. New wheels, obviously, because she's had a hard one, guys. But this is going to be a true period correct restoration with no stone unturned. And it's going in the showroom at Galfer USA at the main office inside the studio, where the Yamasaki is right now too. So guys, that's where that one is. Thank you for hanging around with me. Just a short video. I wanted to give you guys that little update, that little teaser, that little, the little teaser. Just letting you know what's going to be happening with the Kx500. She runs. I knew she would. I still don't know how many kicks you guys do because I put it up on the screen. And if you're right, congratulations. Go ahead and say I was right down in the comments, and I'll read it, and then I'll make sure and like that. But guys, still no shop, garage, whatever yet. My wife and I are working so hard. This housing market though is just, let's just say it's overbought, oversold. So we're just waiting for the right time. When the iron's hot, we're gonna strike like Cobra. We'll have a new shop, garage, whatever. So in the meantime, guys, we will still keep doing them at the Galfer Studios. Guys, get over on Galfer's YouTube channel if you haven't already. That's my other channel where I'm doing stuff for Galfer. And we make custom brake lines. If you guys didn't know, we're going to be doing this real soon here. See this brake line? I'm sure some of your bikes look like that too, with the rubber line. Well, we make steel braided brake lines. They're super rad. And the pressure transfer is the biggest thing with the steel braid line. The pressure transfer to the caliper down the bottom is so much better than a rubber cable, that you don't get this squeezy lever thing going on. So unless you like squeezy levers, I don't. I like it to stop. So anyways, guys, we're gotta load this thing up and take it over to Galfer Studios and start tearing it down. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm really excited. I hope you guys will definitely chime in and stick along for this one, because this is going to be a badass Kx500. It already is. Like, let's be honest. These things are as rare as hen's teeth. But we're going to make this thing super badass. But we're not going to be, like, changing the looks of it much. So, stay tuned. I love every single one of you guys. I will talk to you very soon. That's a promise. Peace out for now. Later.